beginning. 8300. 8362, 28 to a vehicle, 900 North Main parking lot of Kmart.
Now as that takes me a stroll.
Yeah. All right. And without further ado, let's get to. And yeah, I can't believe that this is even a thing. Yeah. The disrespect of it. Can't believe this is a thing. But yeah, so there's been a debate online, and the question is pretty much, is Drake now in 2021 bigger than Michael Jackson in prime Mike? And the fact that it's even a question is ridiculous, but
Hell no to the no.
No. No, there would never, ever be another Mike. And it's for several key reasons. Drake don't have a Thriller. Shit, Drake don't even have. He doesn't even have a. Man, Mike got classics. Drake don't have a Thriller. All right, so back to where I was at. No, Drake doesn't even have a Thriller. Like nowhere close. And when you think about the way the music industry is today, and when we talk about these numbers are way more fluffed compared to in Michael Jackson's time, when you say like all the millions of records that Michael sold off of Thriller alone. It was the number one selling album of all time. And this is back in a time where people truly had to invest into the artists, invest into the music. They had to get their ass up and go get the record or go get the CD. Streaming has changed all that. And so now what you have is you have artists present day that are doing these astronomical numbers, but they're getting these numbers from so many sources. Could you imagine if back in the 80s, say, if Michael was getting the credit for his album based off of physical sales, but not only physical sales, but video streams on YouTube, streams off of a streaming site, credits, maybe I think that applies to it too, when other people use your stuff in their videos, or stuff like TikTok, like that plays a factor. So it's like a lot of these numbers are really puffed up because, and I honestly feel, and I think it's obvious when you look at the numbers now, that if we went back to a time to where you had to go buy the physical record, a lot of these numbers wouldn't be that impressive, and now the music industry depends on that. So that alone, the disrespect to go back and try to put somebody today on like the level of Mike Jack, slap yourself. Another thing, I don't know, but I don't see grown men passing out over Drake. I don't see it. I mean, Michael, that shit scared me. Like, I was like, I'm not going to, you ain't gonna have me on the B film of a video, and shit passing out and shit with spit and everything all in my mouth. Like, oh my God, Michael. Like, it wasn't gonna be me. Like, I don't know, man, Mike was different. He was different. Drake may get something like this. Might be just so dope. A motherfucker don't know what to do with himself. Like, you just see some shit. Like, He's like, Like, Drake could never do this. Poor girl don't even know. Like, you see some shit so tight, you just cry. You can't top that. Ugh. Man, you can't top it. Mike is the only dude that can stand in place for 5 minutes of a show that you paid to see. I mean, do nothing. And then, like, at 5 minutes and 1 second, he turned his head. You, like, Mike was just special. I mean, it never, the fact that this is even a question is almost ridiculous because we're not really taking in full context of the situation. We're just looking at fluffed up numbers and yeah. One of the coldest reasons, you know, you may not want to mention. And I mean, it probably might reflect on where we at as a society. I mean, it's kind of sad. But I don't know if Drake ever came out with allegations or something towards him having to do with kids, I'm pretty sure that would be a rap for him. Like, I mean, shit, I mean, you hear little rumors or whatever, maybe because, you know, he talks to younger females, but, you know, I don't want to get all into that because that's a different type of situation. I'm talking about the shit Mike went through. And as a society, we pretty much gave Mike one kid. I mean by that, that first go around, we was like, look, okay, hey, you know what I'm saying? A large part of the world was pretty much, you know, we was okay with victim blaming a little bit. Like,
Oh my God!
yeah, we gave Mike one kid. We gave him one. Yeah, I mean, I could Drake ain't getting one kid. That's how dope Mike was. It was. By the time the second one came out, it was like, oh man, come on, Mike. Like, you know, and you know, stuff came out the way it was, and anybody with sense and, you know, real fans, we know that shit wasn't true, but we gave Mike one kid. We was willing to look the other way. Drake ain't getting one kid. And yeah, we'll probably, I could bet, because with the mix of the talent and, you know, just everything around him and how he was just brought up into it, we'll never see another Michael Jackson. Just everything from how amazing of a talent he was, to the spectacle he was, to how elusive and secretive, like just the way, just Michael Jackson. You know, as we all have our different various memories or everything of him, like there will never be another Michael Jackson. And then really you can't do it now these days because now the whole music industry is on a crutch. So essentially, you know, they can make more Michael Jacksons, technically, you know, but when it all boils down, it ain't that. It's not the hysteria. It's not gonna be anybody that can come along and influence music completely as a whole for generations. Videos now are done the way that they are mostly because of Michael Jackson. you still have R&B stars coming out, or music stars to this day coming out emulating his sound and his style, the way he danced, the way he moved, the way he dressed. People aren't rushing to carve hearts into their fucking hairline. We gotta, I always say, we gotta reel it in. There will never be another Michael Jordan. Not Michael Jordan, but Michael Jackson. Another John was gonna say, you know, you'll always be able to compare something, maybe more so to a Michael Jordan or Mike Tyson, but musically, Mike is it. Checks all the boxes. Artist, singer, performer, just you name it, he checks it. And that's kind of the blueprint that people are following to this day. And his influence goes across genre. So yeah, stop it. Pretty much stop it. Mike is just, he's that. He's still that dude. But let me know what y'all think. You know, you agree or disagree. I've been me. Remember to like and subscribe. It's completely free. And hit the notification bell that'll let you know when I'm on here talking my shit, giving y'all that grease as always. And until next time, peace.
For my money when it show up, cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it doesn't come free. What's your motive? 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 I've been waiting for my money when it show up, cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it don't come free. What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive?
Look, I want the money first, fame last. My rhyme scheme, COVID-19, same mask. Spit infected, go get injected with vaccine. With every record, we disrespecting the rap scene. Stay in the booth, quarantine flow. And every lyric is deeper than submarines go. Mad cash, moon flow, like casinos. Chase like a scar on my face, Spody Pacino. Yeah, heavyweights, added amino. Stepping on you niggas below is nobody's equal. I'm the shit, I spit fecal. Matter, not a rapper, but leader to all the people. Come on, transparent, never see through. Sharper than the point of an arrow or a needle. This is something evil. They're stroking over the canvas in the easel. And money is the motive that it leads to. Nigga, that's my motive.
I've been waiting for my money when it show up, cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it doesn't come free. What's your motive? 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 I've been waiting for my money when it show up, cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it don't come free. What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive?
Check. See how the streets will get to stopping and looking. When I'm in the kitchen seasoning, concocting the cooking. Look, a lot of you niggas trash like it's hard just to step it up. A guru with a gourmet and scientist of the chef enough. A restaurant for the heat and a deli that'll always serve the hood, feeding niggas the hors d'oeuvres. God rap, prophecy, bust rhymes are great. Prepare the full course meal. Juice leaking from the steak. Check, acting like you ain't knowing. You niggas must be idiots. Y'all know my name already. Bust rhymes and affiliates. With flip mode in this bitch, the alliance is kinda serious. Damage everything in the building regardless where it is. The way I saturate the street, I'm only saying I rapidly feed the hood like a fast food chain. No need to ever question why the hood love me. Down to aliens and vegetarians. Feed you if you hungry.
I've been waiting for my money when it show up, cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it doesn't come free. What's your motive? 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 I've been waiting for my money when it show up, cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it don't come free. What's What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive?
So ruthless, no, I'm not giving a fuck of two shits. They out with the old, but I'm sick and tired of this new shit. I'm like 2 hits, blunt, real as the truth get. So much stock when I speak, I'm spitting blue chips. Who they thinking they a match for mine? I got hatches to bury and an axe to grind. It's taxing time for all of my haters. Been thinking I lost. Say what you want, but I'm cold like Trump with the write-off. Give them the business for not following bylaws. Superfly like Jimmy Snooker up with the high cross. Bodying rappers for playing not their position. Cobra clutch on the mic, but the whole game is submission. They look and sound the same, we smash on the competition. Got busts across for us, this is a demolition. Mercenary, decapitate them with every line. Pay me now or pay me no, never mind, nigga, every time.
I've been waiting for my money when it show up. Cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it doesn't come free. What's your motive? 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 I've been waiting for my money when it show up.